Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Era and our Human Warriors leveling campaign. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and choosing to join me here today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope everybody is doing well. We are going to do some more questing in South Shore today. A couple of you guys have told me that you've had similar experiences in Stranglethorn to what I've had, where it's just really hard to find quest mobs and things of that nature due to overpopulation. So the biggest recommendation was find somewhere else to level up. And I don't know that we can really skip out on Stranglethorn. It's kind of, you know, a huge zone from level 30 to like 45. So I don't think we can skip out, but at the same time, I'm not super excited to go back. Aesthetically, it's one of my favorite zones, but the questing there is kind of rough right now. It's kind of rough, and it doesn't really seem to matter what time of day we play. So we're going to try to get through some of these quests today, which admittedly might be rough. It's going to be rough here for a minute because I forgot that we were in the process of leveling up our one-handed axe skill. So that's the problem we're currently having. Don't really want to have to switch out weapons here, though. What are we at exactly? We are at 133 out of 170. That's not great, but it's not terrible. So I think I'm going to stick with this. And soon enough, we'll get this leveled up to a point where it's dealing pretty decent damage. I'm not sure why he intervened there. I was trying to pull him back. Maybe he thought I was running away from it and was trying to help me out. Maybe he's leveling up his unarmed skill and doesn't really care if he has aggro or not. Because, yeah, he does not have a weapon equipped and he has a shield. So it seems like... he's leveling up his unarmed skill. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Well, I mean, like, part of me, like, I appreciate what he's doing, what he's trying to do, but it's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying in a situation where I'm trying to pull mobs back. Trying to pull them back. I'm not trying to fight them up here. So maybe I try to move away from this guy. Maybe he will hang out with this hunter here for a little bit instead. We picked up a Scroll of Spirit 2. Let's go ahead and use that right away. And so for anyone who missed the end of the last episode, we did do a respec. You might have noticed that we were proccing Deep Wounds. We did do a respec, and this is what I went with. I don't think I want to go in on this unless I want to be fighting 2 casters, which I think would be a pretty bad idea. Let's move down here a little bit. So we're in Deep Wounds. We went into Tactical Mastery and grabbed Anger Management. This is mainly going to help us out while we're tanking dungeons, but Anger Management is good all the time, because that just reduces the speed at which Rage decays while out of combat. We went into Two-Handed Weapon Spec. We grabbed Impale. And then right now, since I've been using axes, and like for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be equipping an axe, I went 2 points into axe specialization. And then of course we grabbed Sweeping Strikes, which I don't even think I trained it. Maybe we don't have to train it. Okay, maybe there's not different ranks of it. So if we're in a situation where we're doing AoE, we can pop this. It might be worth it to try popping it while we're tanking as well, like charging in battle stance, popping Sweeping Strikes, shifting over. The question is, where do I want to put it? I don't really have any space left on my bar, to be honest. I could put it here, then we have to click our food, which I guess is okay. If we have to click something, it might as well be food. I like how all these are like paired up in groups of 2. There's really nothing going on that we can grab solo. Let's come down here and tag this guy. So yeah, that's what's going on with our talents. The weapon we have equipped is the Sickle Axe, which is 90 top end, 26.5. The two-hand we were using is 110 top end. So 20 more top end, but then it's only like 1 more DPS. So the one-handed axe is probably going to do a similar amount of damage compared to the two-hander. So we're just going to run with this one-hander and a shield for now. And we'll go back to a two-hander once we get a two-hander that's better than this one-hander. Which might not be until we get the axe out of Armory. Ooh, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm going to pop Retaliation here. I haven't been using Retaliation a lot, and this seems like an okay place for it. Although with the shield equipped, we're not taking a lot of damage. Our buddy is back. That would have been a good time to try Sweeping Strikes. Yep. Would have been. Maybe I should have went Sweeping Strikes instead of Retaliation and just like seen how that felt. Might have been a smart thing to do. The Screamers and the Shore Stalkers we don't need. We've gone a little bit too far. Let's start heading back. Yeah, we've been killing guys for a minute that we don't necessarily need. As usual, I am very focused. Super professional. And so the nature damage that you hear going off is actually a proc on the shield. When struck in combat, has a 5% chance to inflict nature damage on the attacker. So that's, and you can kind of see it also as like a green graphic that goes off on the enemy. Alright, we have a Shadow Word Pain ticking on us, so we're going to have to head back to the shore. See, the pain about fighting these guys in the water is that I can't eat food while floating in the water. See, that's the other good thing about Tactical Mastery, is with Tactical Mastery, I can afford to stand stands out of battle stance, and then when I do that, I still have a rage to get off a shield slam. So, you know, taking Tactical Mastery and then running with a sword and board has some benefits to it, for sure. Yeah, we really only need the casters, but there aren't any casters out on their own right now. Everybody is in at least packs of 2. We could go in on this pack of 2 right here, but I worry that it's going to pull this other pack of 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's 2 more guys that we can deal with, so maybe I will pass on that for now. Let's just keep fighting stuff, and eventually we'll find what we need. We picked up a Splitting Hatchet of Strength. Level 26 green. Try a little slice and dice here. Sweeping strikes, I guess it's called, on the warrior. That wasn't bad. That was actually really good. I think if that's off cooldown and we're talking about like a 2-pull, that could be really good. Maybe we should be making a point to take on more enemies at a time. I think right now with that, 2 is the ideal number. We'll see, we've gone too far here. Once we get to the screamers, we've gone too far. Alright, that's everything. Let's make our way back and we will turn this one in. And we should also find a fire and cook the Soothing Turtle Bisque. This is actually 8 stamina and spirit, which is better than the 6 stamina and spirit stuff we currently have. Oh, maybe this one goes to... Does this go to Stormwind? It doesn't say that it does. Oh yeah, my former mentor in Stormwind City. You gotta help me, okay. So possibly we're going to Stormwind for this one. Which is probably not travel that I would stop and do right now. Oh no, he's here. Oh, he's not showing up on Questie. Oh, now he is. Oh, that's so weird. I didn't see him at all.
Hey there.
I think he does send us to Stormwind. Yeah, he does. That one's worth 3,200. Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting that one done at some point. But that might be one of the last things we do today is to fly to Stormwind. Okay, what else do we want to do here? Maybe we go after the Yeti. Do we have the Yeti quest? Yeah, Yeti fur. But, okay, here we go. Yeah, it's over this way. Yeah, let's go do this one. We could probably also do the mountain lions. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, I see no Yeti outside the cave. We did see a player go in. We've got an undead mage over here. I think I saw a troll go into the cave a minute ago. Yeah. Okay, so this area might be a little bit farmed out. Maybe that means respawns will be quick? Maybe it means we're not going to get this quest done? It could mean there's people crawling all over this cave. Every direction I look, there are horde players. I think they're in here trying to get a sword to drop. Maybe they have the Yeti fur quest, I'm not sure. But I know they have a quest to come in here and fight these guys until one of them drops a sword. Humbert's sword, maybe? But if they're in here just killing everything, it's gonna make it really hard for us to get anything done. Now it might be the case, and sometimes it is with the Yetis, that sometimes when you skin them you can get the furs. So maybe we should be skinning any Yeti that isn't already being skinned. Because we might be able to complete the quest that way. You know, we miss out on all the kill experience that way, which for me is a big bummer. But at least we might be able to get the quest done. Now for this one we're also going to have to purchase a Hillman's cloak off the auction house. Yeah, see, the respawns are coming in, but we're missing them. And now they're respawning outside. We're gonna miss all those too. No matter where you look on the Anniversary Realms, everything is very populated. It's a blessing and a curse. It's really nice that everyone's playing the game. It's really bad that we can't get quests done. Yeah, like, I'm not sure what I want to do in a situation like this. I could stand here and wait for respawns. Nothing else around here is worth experience to me, so I can't even fight stuff in the area. And just kind of like wait for respawns, like that's not going to work for us, unfortunately. I will skin some of these. So at least that way we're getting some heavy leather. Not that anything sells on the auction house. Even heavy leather is only selling for like 10 silver more than its vendor price per stack. So let's see, we're gonna miss this one. It's like no matter what we do, we're not in the right place at the right time. It's going to get frustrating really fast, you know? Like, when a bunch of them respawn, it's nice. When only 1 or 2 respawn, you're constantly missing them. It gets really frustrating. With the way questing has been, I really do think that the mid-level 30s up until like level 40 is probably going to be just us grinding Scarlet Monastery. Probably from like 36 onward. From 36 to 40, we might just grind Scarlet Monastery. I would like to get some of the earlier kill quests done in Stranglethorn, that way we don't lose them. But if we can't get them done, we can't get them done. There's really nothing I can do. I mean, I guess I could camp out in a single spot for an hour straight, waiting for the Panther to respawn, and then maybe at the end of the hour, maybe I have 10 of them. I mean, I guess there are things I could do. Maybe it's better to say there's not a lot that I'm willing to do if the areas are just going to be completely farmed out, similar to what we're experiencing right now. Maybe we can get this guy. There we go. We tagged one, guys. We finally tagged one. Maybe there just aren't a lot of them that spawn outside the cave. I kind of remember there being more, but maybe I'm thinking of a different Yeti cave. So yeah, Questie doesn't mark very many. We haven't seen any outside. There's basically no way we get to this guy. Oh, wait. We might get him. We got him. Only because the hunter grabbed a different one. Otherwise, I think he would have beat us to this. See, these guys are just camping out. They're camping out and they're just grabbing the one enemy that spawns. Oh, what a miserable way to have to play, though. Like, maybe I'm just impatient, but I really don't like that style of gameplay where you just sit on a corpse, you wait for the corpse to respawn, you kill it each time. Like, that's such a futile way to play. In a game that's supposed to be about having a great big adventure. I really wish they would just start cranking up the respawn rate, like maybe exponentially. Maybe we can go to the north. It shows Yetis up in Alterac that maybe we could farm instead. And maybe that's not a bad idea. I just don't know if we're going to make a lot of progress here. Let's head over and we'll check out the hulking mountain lion situation. And we'll see if that's any better. And then if we're up that way, we can step into Alterac a little bit. You know what, though? Crush Ridge Bounty. Yeah, like we could be getting the dirty knuckle bones while we're up there. If we really wanted to head up that way. Let's run back to town and we'll just grab that quest just in case we go up there, because if we go up there to get to where the Yeti are at, I think we'll also be encountering the ogres anyway. And maybe we just do those quests. We're a little bit young for the questing. I'm just trying to do things a little bit differently in this playthrough with some of the difficulty that we're having getting stuff done in places like Stranglethorn. I'm just trying to like do things a little bit differently. So typically I would be focusing only green quests, and we would be doing like as many green quests as we could. And if it wasn't green, we wouldn't be trying to do it. And so for this one, I'm doing things differently. Obviously, we're working on a lot of yellow quests. We're working on some quests that are a little bit higher than us. In level, especially compared to what I usually do. And I'm just kind of trying to see how that feels. A couple things happen when you do that. Like, obviously the quests that you're doing are a little bit more challenging, but they also give a little bit more XP. You're getting more kill XP for the enemies you're fighting. And I'm just trying to, like, feel it out and just see how it is. And this is a point in time, like, in this level range, we typically would not be doing this much in South Shore. But, thanks to Stranglethorn being the way it is, here we are. Yeah, let's grab this. It's 36, but I don't know if the mobs are 36.
For the Alliance.
The mobs might be like level 32, 34 mobs. Is there anything else here? Hints of a new plague is a breadcrumb into the Arathi Highlands. Speaking of the Arathi Highlands... we've got the Northfold Manor quest we should do. We should do that today. That's a level 31. And that's basically it. Worth its weight in gold is level 36, so we can do that. Yeah, the Alliance doesn't get a lot of normal quests in Arathi Highlands. It's kind of a bummer. The Horde has a lot more to do there. So I'm kind of interested in your guys' feedback. I've talked about this in a couple of recent videos, and it's kind of part of the reason why we don't have a hardcore series going right now, and why we probably won't have a hardcore series going until the new year. But I've been thinking about moving the hardcore series to Alliance side. For a couple different reasons. Honestly, I enjoy playing the Alliance side zones a lot more than the Horde side zones. Some of the Horde side zones have like really good aesthetics that I like. I like the Barrens. Silverpine is okay. But especially when it comes to hardcore, I'm a lot more comfortable on the Alliance side. And I just enjoy the flow of Alliance side questing more than I enjoy the flow of the Horde side questing. So that's one consideration. But the other consideration is also that, like, when the hardcore characters die, if I'm playing them on the Alliance side, they get to come here, and they can kind of like pool resources. I can pick them up later on and play them on the Era realms. And I'm probably never going to pick up the Horde characters and play them on the Era realms because I'm focusing the Era realm playthrough on the Alliance side of things. So, you know, the Era realms are going to be the ones that move into Burning Crusade, which is where I hope to do some raiding and some endgame stuff. So kind of the idea of having as many characters as I can moving into that content, and that if we're playing a hardcore character, we're having a great time and they get killed. Well, if it's an Alliance character, it then becomes a character that I can pick up after this character is capped, or after whatever character is capped that we're currently working on in our Era playthrough. So just a little bit of, if you guys have any thoughts, like any feedback on that, I'd love to hear from you. I understand that playing the hardcore on the Horde side kind of gives us like just aesthetic differences. We get to see some places that we don't typically see. So there's obviously like still that consideration as well. But I feel like there are more considerations kind of making me lean towards doing the hardcore stuff on Alliance side. These guys up here are farmed out also. You know, it's a weekend today. It's a Saturday in the middle of like a big holiday period here in the US, other places. So like, yeah, I mean, maybe there's a lot more people on than normal. This has been our pretty typical experience though, for the most part, on this realm. It's been very busy, very hard to get things done. Sometimes we catch a break and there's a few quests we can do like pretty smoothly, but then we hit patches like this where there's no mobs. I guess I can go over this way a little bit. Oh, nope, see, this hunter's gonna beat us there. So yeah. And I think if I were to do a playthrough, a hardcore playthrough on the Alliance side, I still think I might go with a hunter. I had been kind of planning a troll hunter, but I think maybe I would do a body type A dwarf hunter. I thought about doing a night elf hunter, but the hardcore start for night elves is kind of brutal. Just because of how dangerous the wetland run is. Or there's a swim you can do. I think there's a way you can swim to avoid the wetlands run, but I've never done it that way. I think for me, the Horde side questing gets really enjoyable once you have the Blood Elves. Once the Blood Elves are in the game, and you can do their starting area, and you can do the Ghostlands, and then you can kind of flip between doing the Ghostlands and doing Silverpine. I feel like that makes the Horde side leveling actually feel good. Whereas for some reason, I don't really enjoy the flow of it when you're going between, even when you're either going between Mulgore and Durotar early on, you know, then you're going between Silverpine and the Barrens later. I just don't enjoy the flow as much on the Horde side until Blood Elves are in the game. Unfortunately, we're never going to have hardcore Blood Elves. Because although the Anniversary realms are going to move on to TBC, the hardcore realms are not going to do that. One of my New Year's resolutions is going to be to wake up earlier and just try to get more time where I can be productive in my day. And it's going to be necessary to level up this character, or to level up any character on these realms. I'm going to have to get up super early. And that might be the only time that I have to actually quest and make smooth progress, because this is kind of nuts. It feels like it's not just an overpopulation problem, because that's not, when there's only 2 of us, like that's not the problem. The problem really does often seem to be the respawn rate is too slow for the amount of people playing the game. And I don't know if it has something to do with the layers or what it is, but I really wish they would look at it. It's an easy fix. What you do is you just crank up respawn to the max. Worst case scenario, sometimes somebody gets killed because of a respawn, but it's not hardcore, so that really doesn't matter too much. It's not going to ruin anybody's day if a respawn kills them, but what can kind of suck for some people that only have limited time to play each day is when they try to do a quest like this, and they just feel like they can't make any progress on it. You know, like if you have an hour to play, you might get this quest done. And if that's the hour that you have that day, that might be all that you get done. I would love to tag this next one, but I don't quite have the HP to do that. We are going to have to get a heal in before I tag anything else. Let's try to eat some buff food. So what do you guys think? Is the slow respawn rate and the hunting and competing for mobs, is that like a big part of like the gameplay for you guys? Or do you wish that they would just increase the spawn rate so that there was ample mobs and less competition? Because I can see people like feeling either way about it. I can see people with a lot of time thinking like, well, competing for mobs, hunting down mobs, running back and forth in the world and trying to find mobs, like that's part of the gameplay. And then, like I said, there's that other side of the coin where, like, if you only have so much time, it really helps for the respawn rate to be a bit more generous. But I'm curious how you guys feel about it. We are going to be out of bandages. And I had to sell all the silk that we had to be able to afford the weapon we're currently using, so we don't have any silk right now. We're going to have to fight some humanoids at some point and rectify that. So we've gotten the 8 regular mountain lions, now we need 8 more of the hulking mountain lions. And apparently the hulking ones are mainly to the east. According to Questie, and we don't really know, like, we can only trust Questie so far. I mean, I am tempted just to fight. We've spent so much time just kind of running around doing nothing that I'm just gonna fight whatever I can for the kill XP at this point. This could get dicey. I am not really sure about this. If we can fear them and bandage, we might have to do that. Maybe if we can kill the one. This would have been the pull. Yeah, we really should have popped this early. It costs so much rage. 30 rage is a lot. But yeah, we probably should have popped it as soon as we could. Not going to be good for us if we keep missing. Oh no. Okay. Well, this could be a death for us. We need a big crit here. We need them to stop dodging us. That's what we really need. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. That was a little bit too close. We had a lot of death last time. I'd like less death this time. Well, there we go. We went from complaining about the slow respawn rate to then being the only person around when the respawn rate started to crank out. It's like that is kind of what seems like happens. It's like lots of people are in the area's farmed out, the respawn rate is slow, everybody leaves, and then the respawn rate is cranking out. Now that there's nobody around besides us. Let's go ahead and vendor really fast. I'm just going to stay in this area. We could head over here, but I saw 2 other players head that way. So whatever is over there right now, they're bound to kill it before we get there.
Hurry back. I have a deal for you. Pleasure doing business with ya.
Alright, here we go. Our patience paid off finally, and this will be our last hulking mountain lion. After this, we'll go north into Alterac. We'll check out the level of the ogres. And we'll see if there are Yeti up there we can fight for the Yeti furs. Because I don't think we're going to get them down in the cave. Alright, so the ogres are level 35. 35. This is something we could possibly fight some of them and see what the drop rate is. I don't know if we will focus this one right now. But I am going to make my way over to where the Yeti are at anyway. To see what level they're at. So yeah, we'll do some fighting here and see how it goes. These guys are pretty beefy. And with this one-hander, some of these fights might drag out if we're at level with them. So the Yeti up here are level 33. That's not bad. That's a named guy up there, and he's elite. We're not gonna want to be messing with him. The question is, how am I going to get around him? He's level 36, which means if I charge this guy, he's probably going to aggro me. Let's go over here. He's the abominable Grinch. Not the Grinch, the Grinch. Very seasonably appropriate rare spawn. I wonder if this is the guy that like has a chance to drop. There was like a two-handed weapon people would often tell me about. But I thought it dropped from somebody in one of the caves up here. But yeah, I've never seen this guy. It's too bad there's not another player around, like somebody right nearby we could take him on, see if he drops anything. I don't know if this guy just respawned or if he was in stealth. Looked like he was coming out of stealth, but I don't think Yeti can stealth, so maybe he's a respawn. So up in this area we have ample Yetis to fight. But the respawn rate is still really bad. We have 3 out of 10, and unlike other Yeti quests, we're not able to get this item from skinning them, it seems. I remember some Yeti quests in Fairless and other places where, like, you could get it from looting them or skinning them. And this does not seem to be that way. I can say this little area that we're in right now up on this plateau is a place that I have never fought these guys before. We're on the other side of the Alterac ruins. Looks like there's a way in over here too. If you wanted to go in this way, there is a way through the breached wall. It's kind of a sneaky back way in. Level 40 elites. Yeah, we don't need to be here. Holiday snow. Oh, okay. 4 snowballs. So we've been using the one-hander for a while today, and we've got the one-handed axe all maxed out. Let's see if we can feel the difference going back to the two-hander for a little bit. See if we feel a difference in the kill rate or a difference in survivability. It's almost like an even trade. We kill them a little bit faster and we get beat on a little bit more. It's almost like an exactly even trade-off. I feel like right now it's better to have the one-hander on. This two-hander is not much better than the one-hander, and like not having the shield, we just get beat on a little bit too much. Let's stick with this for now. Well, we can't go much further north. We are kind of running out of Yetis. This is an interesting way to get back into this area back here where the alterac nobles are at. But there's not a good reason for us to go back there right now. I'm not planning to do those quests quite yet. So with that in mind, let's start heading back the direction we came. This has been a pretty cool little area though. Oh look, there's an alchemy vendor up here. That's neat. Oh, let's go kill this guy. Oh, this guy's over here now. Maybe this guy is some kind of holiday mob. Similar to how we're seeing like the snow on the ground. Maybe this guy is a holiday mob and that's why we're seeing so much of him. Because yeah, he wasn't quite this far over here before. I don't think. I feel like he was closer to the main ruins last time we saw him. I'd really like to kill him. There's just no way that we can do that solo. We haven't really seen many other players back in this little area. It's kind of an obscure little area. Picked up an Elder's Sash of the Monkey. Agility and Stamina Cloth Belt. Alright, we're at 9 out of 10. We are almost done with this quest. It's been quite a slow drop rate. I feel like the kill experience has been worth it though. And we've also banged a lot of heavy leather. Not that we can sell it for too much. I mean, it sells for like 40 silver, 30 silver a stack to the vendor, and 40 silver a stack on the auction house. So yeah, we could put it up on the auction house. We would make about 8 silver off of it, higher than the vendor price. I've really just been vendoring it. So I'll probably keep doing that. There's a strange snowman up here, and he's moving around, and he looks like it's kind of creepy. It's like low-key unsettling, actually. Yeah, I don't like this guy. Kinda wish we can kill it. It almost doesn't fit in. Like, something about it seems off. Maybe it has too high of a polygon count. I don't know. All the animations are also kind of like unusual. Like the eyebrows are moving. This little animation here, I don't know. I don't like it. There we go. That is 10 out of 10. Now this one we can't turn in right away. We need a few things. Basically, we just need to get the Hillman's Cloak off the auction house. Am I going to have the money to buy one off the auction house? I don't know. It really depends on how much people are marking them up. I think we'll save Knucklebones for next time, or maybe a little bit later. We also have the Noble alterac Signet Rings to go after up in this area, which we could also do at some point. For now, let's go ahead and get a vendor in here.
Have a good one. Good day to you. See you around.
And there we go. That is level 35. Very nice. At least we made some progress for the day. I think I'm going to spend this point right in Axe Specialization. Seems like the best thing we can do. We're just trying to work our way down to get Mortal Strike at this point. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself on a flight to Ironforge. I will check the auction house for the Hillman's Cloak and see if we can get one for a decent price.
Need help?
And then I'm going to take a break for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate all the support. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.